What's going on, you guys? We have so much to cover tonight, and I'm gonna move forward. If you don't know who I am, I'm Jay Pritzy. Welcome everyone, and let's just go with it. Porsha doing her reading. Who knew Porsha had a stuff that she had? Who remember that Porsha played in the play that Candy put on A Mother's Love in 2013? That was something interesting. Did we see her in Sharknado? I ain't have no clue about this until now, and it was so hilarious seeing that big plastic shark fish come across her face where they was raining on. It was just a horrible production. Okay, that I see it was very low budget, but hey, it's a credit. So it was like, okay, she's getting ready for this play. Two could play that game. If you don't remember the movie with Vivica Fox and Morris Chestnut, it was really good. It was like How to Be a Player. It was something like that. And I really did like that, but I'm not for the play. But kudos. It's just like Star Wars keep coming back the last year. They keep saying the last year, but it always come out every 2 years now. Okay? So Sheree and Kim, they having lunch. By the way, Sheree looks amazing, okay? I have to give Sheree the award, the Bravo Award to me, the kudos or whatever, because I loved her look. She was in all black, she looked sleek. But what I didn't like, of course, Sheree is always going to serve the team. She's getting Kim caught up on what's been going on with the girls and everything else. I just didn't like the fact of how Kim was talking about NeNe, about the roaches and everything, and they tried to do the playback on that. First of all, that was a big cockroach. Those are not home roaches, okay? If anybody in the South, you should know that those are not home roaches. Those are roaches that live outside. They are flying cockroaches, okay? They live in trees. And Sheree is a mighty fine one to talk, because I saw a roach similar to that on her porch too, outside. They tried to hurry up and zoom out of it or whatever, but I caught it because I identified exactly what that was, okay? So it's just like when you have those type of trees around and everything else in the South, in your backyard and your front yard or whatever, you're liable to have flying cockroaches, okay? Some people say, oh, that's gross or whatever, but if that's what you grew up with, around, it's like, okay, they live outside, they don't live in a house, okay? And usually you see them, like, I think like in the summertime or whatever. That's what I want to say. You usually see them in the summertime. They're not in there everywhere, but down south you're gonna experience that. It's just like I heard New York have rats, because the buildings are, old and all this other stuff, and they trail and everything else. But it's like, okay, those are rats. We got flying cockroaches in the down south. I don't know in our places, but apparently in Georgia and Texas, for sure. So that was that. And, and you did hear them say that they got exterminators and everything. It's just that I don't like how Sheree was engaging in it, acting like she did and everything else. It's like, you're not in a good place with NeNe when you think it is. But evidently, Sheree felt like she can, because she feels slighted about Tyrone, how she was doing Tyrone or whatever. And so, yeah, that's just... It was just too much, and she's letting Kim know about Tyrone. Tyrone is in jail and everything, and of course Kim is like, she gonna support her friend if that's who's making her happy and everything. Basically Sheree is trying to get some support from Kim, as an ally, because NeNe told the girls that he was a con. So you trying to say that he didn't do it and this and that, y'all got paperwork and proof. Well, the truth should set you free, and everything else. I'm not knocking who's making Sheree happy. If he's making her happy and she's never been happy for this in a long time, kudos to her, because like my great grandmother used to say, if you could lay with him, surely I could walk by him. Hello, somebody. It means that, it ain't much for me. All I gotta say is how about, okay? I don't really have to deal with him. So that's that. Also, it was cool to actually see how Sheree, how her son came from college, was cooking for her and everything. And he brought groceries, charcoal, and all kind of stuff. I'm like, okay, look at Cairo. Cairo at that moment made me want a son. Okay, it's like, man, I see what mothers say about their sons and stuff like that. Like it's a deeper feeling, and I see because he just won Sheree heart, and he seemed like a really good kid. And who knew he was that tall? And my cousin was like, well, you gotta understand his daddy tall, and I was like, yeah, I guess so, but I never just seen him like right there on Sheree and just really paying attention. Yeah, and I didn't like also, let's go back to the meeting. Kim and Candy, I guess she was letting Sheree know that Candy wanted to lick her box. Well, Kim, let's not act like you wasn't dealing with women at one point in time too. You're an attractive woman. Porsha is attractive. So I guess Candy, when she sees something, she wanna go for it, she go for it. So don't act like you ain't in the lady pool because you are. You probably still are. But I didn't like how she was trying to speak about her marriage. You don't invite no other woman in and this and that or whatever. Whatever works for them, it works for them. And I do know a couple of swingers. And those are some of the happiest couples other than those who's practicing monogamy. Like I'm just saying from what I observe, from what I see, and from what I was told too. Okay? So it's like, if to each his own, I guess, but Kim is making sure she keep locking Crow down with all those kids she have, okay? Who knew Kim was gonna have 6 kids, okay? But she got them. They end up calling NeNe. And NeNe was telling them, y'all didn't get the memo. I'm not coming. And they was like, kind of like, what? But it's like, NeNe like to play things on her cards. And she wanted to put all the elephants, it was like she wanted to do what I want to say, elephants in the room. And she was inviting them out, so they didn't like that. And also, Kim making comments about NeNe Rolls Royce's rent. So what if it is? You don't know for sure. You just being messy. Like, are you mad because you don't have one? Because that's what it comes out to me. It comes out that she's mad that NeNe is at the successful height that she's at. And let's not forget, NeNe is the one who put you on this show. If it weren't for NeNe, you wouldn't be part of this show, Kim. And I think Sheree too, okay? So let's not forget that Cynthia has this school drive going on and everything. And what's kind of interesting is that she is still so giddy, head over heels with Will. I get it. Will is a very attractive guy. But, of course, we know he has smashed. And it's just really cute to see her act like this because we never saw it with her and Peter. Okay, and Kenya is telling her to get herself together. He mentions that he's going to Brazil. Kenya has to let it be known that Brazil has legal prostitution and everything. And, she's telling Cynthia to pull herself together because Cynthia is just like, she's just losing her mind. And I have a cousin that act like that. She's all in love. She can't even hardly drive right, okay? Because her mind is always on him. I'm not making this up, okay? It's like, girl, get a hold of yourself, okay? We're not in high school and we're definitely not in college. We're at our prime, so pull it, please. Be grown woman status, okay? On that thing. So I get that. Also it was so cute how Will was leaving out and, he held her chin, gave her a kiss, and was like, goodbye. I guess he'll call her later. I did also liked how Candy, at the meeting or whatever, when they get that, Candy was just letting Cynthia know how she felt before the other girls arrived. And was like, she just felt like Will is, pretty much an opportunist. He's trying to get on TV shows and everything. And she just keeping her eyes open for her. I get it. That's your friend. You love Cynthia. Cynthia is an amazing sweetheart. And she's a beautiful woman. But it's like, Candy, please don't put nobody through what Mama Joyce and ain't birthing them, all of them, whatever they did to you. You should know that wasn't a good feeling. Todd was a great sport for hanging in there. And you did what you wanted to do too. So it's like, just be there for your friend. No matter if you feel like he's not right for her, just support her. But I get that you just want to let her know where you coming from. But me, I try to stay out of stuff like that with my friends. But like, well, girl, you know what? I support you. it's like this, like my grandmother always say, if you could lay with him, surely I can walk by him. In other words, I ain't got to deal with him. Only thing I got to be is cordial. And that's it, and keep it going. So, but he's giving her something, some good loving. She's loving loving on this guy. I don't know if it's loving or lusting, but whatever it is, it's a good feel for Cynthia. And she don't want to let that go right now. She's like, everybody need to mind their business, okay? So, the lady is telling all of the women, to put up their purse, put up their cell phones or whatever. Of course, when Kim get there, she's like, oh no, I got 6 kids or whatever. She needs her phone and everything else. The lady, nobody was like, I guess they was playing along with her and everything, cooperating, but they were saying that how aggressive she was. And she did seem like she was a little bossy and had a little attitude, but I guess she give you what she give you. So that was some key pointers or whatever that Kim was saying. Like if you're higher up, you should be talking this way or whatever. It's like, girl, we all humans at the end of the day. We all have some type of divinity in us, okay? It's just what it is. And Kim was saying no, was she's the ordained one or whatever. But it's like everybody have a God power within them, okay? It's just one of those things. And me and my auntie was arguing about that last time, but I was just trying to let her know, like if you claim that you're God's children, whatever you believe or whatever, just know that that's tapped into you too, okay? So, but I guess the lady was like, no, she's certified. Kim like, she's certified. So I was just like, this is just off his rockers. And I guess it was too much for the lady. She was reading everybody and everything. And when it came to NeNe, she was like, NeNe had a heart of gold. Which you could tell that about NeNe. NeNe could be something else. She wanted to bring all the elephants out the room. But of course, they wanted Porsha. And NeNe thinks she thought they got past that, but we all know they not past that. But NeNe is the lady in charge, and that's something they was like, if you're not up under her, it's a problem. I don't know if it's true or not or whatever, but we all know all of them showed up and nobody declined. So who's in charge, okay? Because Sheree, nobody came, NeNe didn't come to your thing, only Kim showed up. So that was interesting. It was too much for the lady, but the lady called Kim Miss Dixie Cup. That's what really made Kim mad. Kim can dish shit, but she can't take it. That's why she can't stand Kenya. But Kenya is the right match for her because Kenya, she's smart, she's witty on her feet, and she don't care. And she was thinking, Kim, no, she had enough of her. I had enough of Kim. I don't even know why Kim is, well, I know why she's part of it because it's the 10-year, but she was just so rude. She was actually rude into her phone, making faces, being childish and everything else. And it's just like, what example are you setting, whatever. And it's just like, her daughter Brielle, it's just a trip to me because it's like, let her tell it, going back to the roaches at NeNe house, she counted 24 roaches. Really, Kim? Really? As dumb as y'all say Brielle is, do she know how to count? Okay, and I think I can say that because she's 20 years old. And I'm not saying nothing no more than what her mom and her stepdaddy be saying about her. So that's why I can't really want to get her off, try to get her married, maybe find a sugar daddy to take care of her daughter because Brielle is not the smartest thing in the world. She's not the sharpest tool in the toolbox, and she's missing a couple of sandwiches in her picnic basket. That's what I'm just gonna say about that. But also the lady did say, was saying giving Candy a good read. And I don't remember hearing this, but my cousin said he heard it when she said that Candy was going to take over. Because it was just too much for her. Miss Bella, whatever her name is. And it was just interesting how Sheree was trying to bring up the other elephant in the room about Tyrone. Between her and NeNe and all this other stuff. It was just like, she really been wanting to bring this up about NeNe having mugshots. NeNe, like, it's a difference between a misdemeanor, like, a court day versus a trial. Whatever NeNe was saying, like, that's nothing compared to what he's doing. But you could tell it really bothers Sheree. But it's just like, Sheree, what were you expecting? Like, I'm not, it's like, I get it. You feel like you're being attacked, but you should have known. Like, she keeps saying, Tyrone, he's innocent. Well, he got to prove himself to be innocent. But now he's looking guilty behind closed doors. But if he is behind closed doors, or however they say it, I don't know prison terminology. But I just feel like this. If he's the innocent man and everything else and all of this a lie, I hope he's able to get out sooner than to be in that if he's innocent. I really don't know. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. All I know, he makes Sheree happy. And he like NeNe don't want to go there with him when she was telling him about it. And I'm just figuring out what is it that he got on NeNe, that he's saying like she don't want to go there with him. So that was quite interesting too. Yeah, and NeNe was asking Kim, could she stay back and talk to her, whatever. Kim was open for, she was trying to figure out where her and NeNe, what her and Kim went wrong because they go back the longest out of everybody or whatever. But I just feel like that those two have a relationship, a friendship that's been dead for long gone. It's been long gone. Kim has made in her mind that she wants to be like this towards NeNe. Only way I see her coming back is if her tardy for the party is not doing good show, which I can't believe it's on, but she got a fan base. And she just hit just really rock bottom, and she's trying to wing herself back on the Housewives and trying to be a part and trying to wing that. That could be another storyline for her. But right now, she's on cloud nine, and she really wasn't trying to hash out nothing with NeNe. And for her to be like, NeNe was on something, trying to, insinuate still with them games. And NeNe was like, I wasn't on nothing. I'm not on no drugs or whatever. And people like her, they always like to play on words like that or whatever. Like, oh, is she on drugs? Or she was really talking about pills. Like, girl, stop. You the one with the pills. You're the one over there with the alcohol too. So just stop it. That's what just tripped me out. And it was like, first of all, what I paid attention to with Kim is that I have her down to a T. Women like her, they always like to set up like, oh no, I don't have nothing against Greg. Greg is the greatest man in the world. They come out trying to patronize you before they start smashing you down. And, trying to say Brielle is obsessed with NeNe. Yeah, obsessed in a bad way that she want to put her out there like there's a roach. Like, you didn't even have to post that. But that's what they're about, and I don't expect Brielle to get it because, like I say, she's not the brightest kid. But it's like, if you was to see that, you wouldn't even want to post that. You'd be like, you know what? I'm too embarrassed to post this. And I'm just going to let it go. I wouldn't have went to social media and everything. It's just like, they not loyal, And it's like, you want to put on blast. You mad. NeNe got her house built from the ground up. You probably still renting that house that you live in. And you don't like that she's in a better, successful place. You probably wish bad on her sister. It's just like Kim Karma is just, her energy is really out for me. She's fake. I'm not feeling it, and don't nobody at this time need no fake friends around them. That's just how I feel. NeNe is better off doing her thing, and Kim is better off doing her thing. She claims she like Porsha and everything. Yeah, just don't get on Porsha bad side. She'll be coming to attack you too. But other than that, that's what I have for that. Kudos also go to NeNe trying to do the elephant of the room. But these women, clearly they just can't get it together. Eventually, hopefully, throughout the season is over, hopefully there will be a kumbaya. But until then, I holla.